Hello and thank you for stopping by. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm still in Sofia. Today is the last day of my 2-week quarantine and I can't wait to go to the hairdressers tomorrow. In January this year, I made a commitment to use up my entire makeup collection. I call this Project Use It All Up, and you can find the rules of the project in the description box below. Today's video is my monthly update for the month of June. I'm going to be talking about products that I used up, products that I made progress on, products that I focused on, products that I'm going to focus on in July, and new products that I bought. Let's get started. This month I used up 5 items. 4 of them are in my project and 1 of them is outside of my project. I'm going to be talking about the items in the order that I used them up. On the 18th of June, I used up this here eyeshadow in my Sleek palette. It was a gold eyeshadow. I enjoyed using it. I like gold. I think it goes well with my eye color. And the shadow itself was fine in terms of quality. It was a metallic shadow. I did enjoy using it. I don't think I'm going to miss it because I have 2 other gold eyeshadows in my Zoeva palette and in my Urban Decay Vice Reloaded palette. But seriously, it's very exciting to use up an eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is the product category that I have the most of, so it's nice to see one go. Next up, on the 25th of June, I used up this Clarins lip oil. This is the item that is outside of my project because I obtained it after the beginning of the project. It was a gift from a dear friend of mine and I really enjoyed using this product. I started using it on the 25th of January, I pulled the stopper out on the 20th of June and I used it up on the 22nd of June. During the months of self-isolation, quarantine, lockdown, I reached for it quite often because it's like a treat. It smells really nice, it feels nice on the lips, it's thick but it's not sticky, so it was very comfortable. It's called Lip Comfort Oil. So it's not for nothing. And I'll be tossing this in the rubbish bin, unlike my other empties, because I'm saving them for a video at the end of the year. And I'll be taking them with me back to London. Then on June 23rd, I used up the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Liquid Opal. I did not like this. I used it mainly as an illuminating primer and occasionally as a highlight. As a highlight it's much too dark for my skin and I won't be repurchasing this. I will probably purchase another illuminating primer at some point, but not just yet because at the moment I just don't need it. The complexion product that I currently use, which is the IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream, is glowy enough so it doesn't need an illuminating primer to go with it. The next product that I used up is my Urban Decay Primer Potion, the Eyeshadow Base. This is not it, it's just that I had cut it open on the 24th of May and I dug out what was left and put it here. So I finally used it up on the 24th of June, which is a full month after I had cut it open. There is a lot of it inside, guys. Don't just toss it when you're not able to scrape up anything anymore. Cut it open, dig out the contents, move them in an airtight container because otherwise it dries up really fast and you're good to go for another few weeks. I do like the Urban Decay Primer Potion. That was not my first primer potion that I had used up. But I don't like the packaging. I don't like the fact that it's in a tube and then there is a doe foot applicator. I think I always ended up squeezing out a bit more product than I needed and it's just not the optimal way to package this, in my opinion. I do get the benefit of having it in a tube if you're a professional makeup artist, but for us normies, it's just not the most convenient packaging. And the last product that I used up in June, and I used it up on the 29th of June, is the mascara that I was using, the Sumptuous Extreme Mascara by Estee Lauder. I started using this mascara on the 9th of March. I pulled the stopper out on the 7th of June. I used it up on the 29th of June, so I think I got quite a lot of use out of this mascara. It's an okay mascara. It definitely performs better while it's fresh, at least for me, because when it gets a bit drier, it tends to get clumpy and crusty, and it's not a bad product. I just won't be repurchasing it. I need to mention that I'm already using the replacement products for both the eyeshadow base and the mascara. The new mascara that I'm using is Glossier / Slick, and the new eyeshadow base is the one by NARS, the smudge proof eyeshadow base. I hope that's what it's called. In terms of progress and new pans, I now have a new pan in my Stila Correct and Perfect palette in the yellow cream. You see it. I am making progress on other products as well, but nothing to write home about. The item that I focused on in June is this gel eyeliner by MAC in the shade Waveline. I used it a total of 22 times, and I now have blue eyeliner fatigue. I will probably insert some photos. At some point I got quite experimental. I had good eyeliner days, bad eyeliner days. Overall it wasn't a bad experience, but I don't think I'll be wearing blue eyeliner nearly as often anytime soon, if at all. Did I buy any new makeup in June? Yes, I did, and here is why. Because, if you remember, I have a rule about being able to purchase a new lip product every time I use up 3 lip products. And I did use up 3 lip products this year. The first one was this by Terry Baume de Rose mini that I used up in January. And then in May, I used up 1 Charlotte Tilbury lipstick and 1 Clinique chubby stick. So there you go, 3 products, and I was allowed to buy a new one. And just because I'm allowed to buy new makeup doesn't mean that I have to buy new makeup. But I decided to treat myself and also not to try to overdo my project. I set rules, so I'm going to go by the rules. And also the lipstick that I ended up buying is a lipstick that I have wanted for quite some time. So there you go. And that lipstick is, surprise, surprise, another Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. It's in the shade Stoned Rose. And I don't have anything quite like this in my collection. And also I thought it will go really well with the makeup that I'm planning on using in July, which I will show you in a second. So I'm quite happy with this purchase. So in July, I'm not going to focus just on one product, but on a full face of products. What inspired my decision is this Zoeva Caramel Melange palette. It's a mini, and I thought it's a good palette to use in the summer. And with it, I'm going to use this blusher by Too Faced, my new lipstick, my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow, and occasionally this kohl by Guerlain. So that's pretty much a complete makeup look. I'm probably going to skip using some of the products on certain days. For example, I'm probably not going to use the kohl every day, but we'll see. I'm quite excited that I won't be using blue eyeliner pretty much every day. So to sum up, in June I used up 5 items. 4 of those items are in my project, and the number of items in my project that I have used up since the beginning of the year is 12. In June I added 1 item, and the number of newly added items since the beginning of my project that are currently in my collection is 4. All of them are purchased. The total value of my makeup purchases since the beginning of the project is £95. The number of makeup items in the project that I currently have in my collection is 184, and the total of makeup items that I own is 188. Again, every pan counts as a separate item. So in conclusion, 6 months in, I'm still enjoying my little project, and what's even more important, I'm still enjoying wearing makeup. Thank you so much for watching and for staying with me till the end of this video. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy wearing your makeup. Enjoy living your life.